What's good? What's good? What's good, sports world? What's up? What's up? You know who I am. Andre George Robinson in the building, about to get the fire started on Monday Night Madness, the Buffalo Bills edition of this thing. Listen, yo, I'm telling you right now, this is about to be a hot show. You ever watch basketball and you see the Showtime Lakers? That's what you about to get right now. You about to get the Showtime Lakers. I'm about to throw a bunch of alley-oops to my man that you see on the right. You know who he is.
Love it.
You know who he is. Mr. Built in Buffalo right here. Akeem Richards, A-Rich in the building, in the flesh. What's good, A-Rich?
Man, I love the intro, man. Love the intro. A-Rich, Akeem Richards. If you don't know me by now, please get to know me. Dre, Monday Night Madness, my brother. First of all, I'm excited to be on your show to talk about the stuff we got to talk about tonight, man. It's a pleasure. I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you.
Yes, sir. You already know, man. Always got to keep it real. Got to keep it fresh. You know, the who's is in the building. The haves and has nots. And we're going to talk about all that right now on this special edition of Monday Night Madness. By the way, Marcus the Alphabets and myself will be on later on at 11 o'clock after that Monday Night Football game. And I will be right here. I'm in the studio right now. I'm in Waffle Studios right now at 10 o'clock. Me and Mookie will be on the air as well. But right now, it's Monday Night Madness, baby. And we got to get this thing kicked off right by talking about the Buffalo Bills.
Yes.
Bills Mafia.
Yes.
They pulled it off, A-Rich. They pulled it off, A-Rich. I want to break this thing down totally. Alley-oop question number one, my guy. Josh Allen's performance. Was it better this year, last year, or the year before? Let's go.
Now, I don't think any performance, it's going to be real hard to top a performance like last year. Last year, we're talking about division round playoffs. We're talking about one and done, where the stakes at its highest peak, right? So I love the performance he gave this year. I'm going to give yesterday's performance a close second just because of the magnitude. Right? Divisional playoffs last year, this year, regular season game, big game nevertheless. A lot of people's going to discredit, well, the Buffalo Bills, we want to see them win in the playoffs. Forget that. We have to go through certain things that we haven't accomplished before, and beating the Chiefs at Arrowhead and having a successful season. If we continue to win games, the playoffs can run through Buffalo, and that's a major advantage for the Buffalo Bills that we didn't have years prior. So it's definitely a big victory, but I do give this effort, amazing performance from Josh Allen, clutch performance from Josh Allen in last night's game, a close second.
All right. Dang, you answered that real quick. Close seconds. Nevertheless, my guy Josh Allen had, 329 of them things, 329 yards, 3 touchdowns, completed 27 to 40 passing. Talk about the accuracy of this guy. This guy's accuracy has just gotten better and better and better year after year after year. Now, here's my second alley-oop question to you while we talk about JA-17. That's what they call it nowadays, JA-17. Alley-oop number 2. Who's more responsible for his success? Is it Ken Dorsey or is it Stefon Diggs?
Oh, I think that's an excellent question. I'm going to go Stefon Diggs here. I'm going to say Stefon Diggs. First of all, we talked about accuracy. Josh Allen coming into the league, that's all we heard, right? Josh Allen, he doesn't have the accuracy. He can't deliver consistently to his wide receivers to put them in best positions to win. But all we've seen as of late is Josh Allen delivering balls in tight spaces. And we talk about accuracy. What about the deep ball accuracy, Dre? A lot of people thought that he had troubles with that deep ball. He couldn't throw the ball into the ocean. Now it looks as if he's Steph Curry with his deep ball, right? It looks as if once you throw the ball deep, he's going to deliver that pass right into the receiver's bucket. He did it with Gabriel Davis last night. and he did it with Stephon Diggs. Back-to-back plays where he saw one-on-one matchups. So Josh Allen, his accuracy, his ability, and where he's come from year 1 to year 5 is something remarkable. And I'm mad that other quarterbacks, other fan bases, Justin Fields of the world, Trey Lance of the world, these young quarterbacks and young fan bases want to compare what they've done and their quarterback to Josh Allen. There will never be a progression like the Josh Allen progression. So what he's done thus far is simply remarkable.
All right. Well, you know what? I threw the alley-oop to you on that one. I mean, you slam dunked it, but at the same token, I got the DK Mutombo.
You going Dorsey here?
Not in this house. Okay. Not in this house. No, not in this house. I disagree. I totally disagree. I disagree, and I'm gonna tell you why I disagree.
Let me hear that.
I disagree because coaching matters to me. Mm-hmm. His accuracy, he didn't put it all together until 2020. So first season he could throw the long ball, but he couldn't hit those targets, those soft to intermediate routes. He didn't have touch on his passes. In 2019, he had that. He had the short game going, but couldn't hit the long game. But in 2020, it seemed like as soon as Ken Dorsey came into play, he was able to put that all together. And I get it. Stephon Diggs was that target. But I seen him do that with Robert Foster, and Robert Foster was a nobody. You know what I mean? Going up the field. Where's Robert Foster right now? What team is he on? Is he even on a team right now?
I'm not sure. Did the Giants cut him? I think the Giants cut him. I'm not sure.
Maybe the Giants cut him, you know. You know what I mean? Shout out to, Brian Dable and what they doing over there, them G-men over there, 5-1 right now. But, I mean, I didn't really see Dable really, helping this guy too much as it pertains to the progression.
Really?
As it pertains to the,
you think it's Dorsey? Okay, I like it.
Ken Dorsey is a quarterback, first and foremost. You know where he came from. You know his prestige, Miami University. He's played the game. He's played the position. So I feel like Ken Dorsey was able to help him even more as far as, his reads, his progression, his footwork, things of that nature, being able to get the ball out. I mean, look at the way he threw in 2019 and look at the way he throws now. It's kind of different. It's a lot smoother. It's a lot better. That's all in coaching to me. And I get it. Stephon Diggs has put up big numbers a couple years, 2,700 yards, a bunch of touchdowns, 30. I think it's like almost 30 touchdowns at this point now. 30 touchdowns. He's got accolades, right? He's got numbers. He was 1535 the first year. What is that number? Was that number one? Yeah, that was number one, right, in the league.
By far.
He's been top 3 wide receiver since joining the Bills. But I think a lot of that, a lot of Josh Allen's success, especially being able to be mobile, running the ball, the play calling, being a lot better, to me, comes from Ken Dorsey. I mean, that comes from Ken Dorsey, and I think Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen are cohesive. It's like putting peanut butter and jelly together on 2 slices of well-rounded bread. But I mean,
I like
Ken Dorsey, you know what I mean? I feel like Ken Dorsey is that cohesive gel. Like he puts that together for Josh, and he's been getting nothing but better ever since. So I get you with the Stephon Diggs thing.
And you know what? I and the Ken Dorsey, I love the assessment, and it's nothing wrong to disagree as long as you have the knowledge to back it up. And I think that was a great assessment. But I even want to go outside the box here. What about the combination of Josh Allen's work ethic along with Jordan Palmer in the offseason? What about that combination in the offseason? Josh Allen working tirelessly every day to get his game better, along with working with Jordan Palmer. How much did that equate to Josh Allen's success? Now, if you had to put that 1, 2, 3, the offseason work ethic with him and Jordan Palmer, Ken Dorsey, and Stephon Diggs, how would you go with that 1, 2, and 3?
I like how you just alley-oop.
Hey!
You throwing me alley-oop now? He threw me the alley-oop back. All right, you know what, Jordan Palmer? You know what? Phenomenal guy.
Yeah,
definitely a big intricate part. Doesn't get a lot of the credit. Doesn't get talked about a whole hell of a lot unless you really research. That's just like Brandon Beane's assistant, the guy who keeps the money intact as the general manager. You know who I'm talking about. Ordorf, that guy. A lot of people don't know about him, but nevertheless, he's the one behind the scenes. Jordan Palmer is similar to in this perspective. So
I like that.
if I had to do it, Forbes 1, 2, 3, like the song, I get money, right?
Yeah,
if I had to put 1, 2, 3, you know what I mean? Wow, that's interesting. You threw a monkey wrench in this thing right here. You know what? The offseason work ethic does matter a hell of a lot. So you know what? I'll give you that. I'm gonna give you that. 1, Jordan Palmer offseason work ethic. 2, in 3, Stephon Diggs. I give you that totally. I like how you threw that monkey wrench in there. And yes, that does matter, especially in the offseason when Ken Dorsey at home with his kids, trying to Josh Allen out there still working, you know what I mean, with Jordan Palmer and those type of guys. So that does matter. I give you that 110%. But as it equates to the game, I just feel like Josh Allen has become a lot better in decision making, which is one thing that we're going to talk about later on in the show as far as how far can the Bills really go if they clean that up. Now, you know what? We got a whole lot of comments in here right now. What's going on, everybody? I want to shout out a couple people right now. Dalton Smith, what's up? Silas the coach, what's good, my guy? Ismail, always in the building. What's good, my guy? Miss Wilson, what's up? Ethan, Dre, is there Monday Night Madness after the football show? Yes, there is. There is. For sure. Ramona Guy, shout out to her, the one who makes all these videos, that makes the thing, the wheels turn. Shout out to Ramona Guy, phenomenal on the 1s and 2s, for sure.
Nice.
Here's my thing, as it equates to the Buffalo Bills game that just took place, beating Kansas City. I need to speak about the running game because the running game is one of those things that doesn't get a lot of, because obviously offense being predicated on Josh Allen's arm a lot of the time.
Correct.
But how do you feel about the running game so far this season and as it equated to the game that just was played on Sunday?
So we have to understand who the Buffalo Bills are. The Buffalo Bills are pass heavy, Josh Allen centric. At the end of the day, he's going to have the ball in his hands. Most times out of 10, he's going to have the ball in his hands, right? But when the Buffalo Bills do run the football, me personally, what I want to see is efficiency. I want to see you taking the most advantage out of the opportunity that you get, right? And I do believe that the Buffalo Bills struggled at times in the run game, right? But yesterday, I think they did an excellent job. One reason is Devin Singletary has been doing the most with his touches. He's been the most efficient back in my opinion. 17 carries, 85 yards, 5 yards per carry yesterday. I like what I saw there because we gave him kind of like the workhorse back role, right? It was no more. We gave this guy an opportunity to get a feel for the game and progress as the game progressed. We didn't take him out after one series and put another guy in and everybody there cold. I like the fact that we made Devin Singletary the workhorse back and he was effective with his touches. Overall, 125 rush yards. I like what I seen yesterday from the Buffalo Bills rushing attack.
Yeah, I'm in total agreement with that. Totally. I definitely like what he did as far as the opportunity with what he had as far as the touches is concerned. I definitely like what he did with the touches. But you know what, Rich? Let's be real about this thing. Rich, let's be real about this thing. He been getting 5 yards a crack almost, right? He been doing that season after season after season. But he ain't the workhorse back. And you know what? The Bills have had problems, you know what I mean, on first, second, third, and goal, being able to, control the clock and be able to punch in, those scoring, running touchdowns. My question to you, though, I get it. Devin Singletary did his thing yesterday with the 5 yards of crack, 85 yards, almost 100 yards, right? We've been waiting to see if running back going to get 100 yards. Yeah, you know where this is going, Playboy. I just want to know, where is Zach Moss, number one? And number two, do the Buffalo Bills need more help at the running back position?
Man, that's tough, man. That's tough, man. I do think, okay, let's just put a name out there, right? Christian McCaffrey, for example, right? I think that if you was to put a healthy Christian McCaffrey in this Buffalo Bills offense, I think he would add a dimension that no running back that on the Buffalo Bills roster currently have. You know, I feel that strongly. I like James Cook. I think he's going to come along and progress, but he's still a rookie at the end of the day. I don't think he's ready to be that guy this season. Be that guy in the near future? Yes. This season, I'm not sure. Finances is what I'm concerned with Christian McCaffrey. What will we have to give up? What will we have to give up to get him, and how can we make everything work financially with a Christian McCaffrey? And if we can't make it work, I would stand pat, you know, in terms of the running back. Now, if we can find somebody else with a skill set and the finances agree with what the Buffalo Bills have going, then I'm all for
it. Okay, so you mentioned CMC. Ramona Dye said you're going to give up a first-round pick and possibly a second.
That's a hell no. I'm not giving up a first-round pick for Christian McCaffrey. That's no. No, I'm not doing it.
In the good words,
are you giving up a first-round pick for Christian McCaffrey?
No. Okay. In the good words of my brother, Marcus Betts. Hell to the no, no. I said hell to the no. I ain't giving up no first round pick for Christian McCaffrey. In fact, I'm one who really honestly feels like Kareem Hunt would be a better bet.
I like that.
I mean, let's be clear. I mean, he's less injury prone, probably less money. Mm-hmm. He's more athletic. He can run. I mean, Christian McCaffrey is athletic now. You've seen what he's done. But he's more durable as far as, you know, and he can get those 3, 4, 5 yards of crack that you need to, you know, control the clock. Kareem Hunt used to, you know, once upon a time, not long ago, he was the leading rusher in the NFL. Let's be clear. I think he still has, you know, I still think that he has potential, a lot of potential. Yeah. So
I want to ask you right quick, does his past affect any situation of the Buffalo Bills traded for him? His past, his legal issues he had in the past. You know how Buffalo Bills fans are. You know how people can be. Yeah. Does that have any effect on that? That's why I thought of Kareem Hunt, but that's the first thing I thought of, his past. And, you know, fans would probably go in outrage if they was to go ahead and trade for Kareem Hunt. So I was just curious on that.
That's a good alley-oop question, man. We alley-ooping tonight. I'm telling you. The
apologize.
No, ain't apologizing, man. I'm gonna dunk this thing down. You throw it, I'm dunking it down. Definitely. Yeah, I think it does. I think in some ways it does, especially after the situation that you just had with the punter, Matariza. I think it definitely does. Now, maybe not in the past so much, but now, especially with those type of situations that the Bills PR, and you know the Bills PR do not like PR. So let's be clear on that. I would say that it does hinder them somewhat, but I feel like, man, if you've, you know, anyone can change. I feel like everybody has the possibility of redemption. And I feel like that would be a redemption story for him to play on a team that, you know, is obviously playoff bound. We don't know about Super Bowl yet. We ain't talking all that. We ain't going there about the Bills yet. But to play on a team that has, you know, a special aura or lure to them. I think that, you know what I mean, it's a good story for him. If he was to come to the Buffalo Bills, that would be a really good story for him. But I want to read some of these comments too. Said no, Singletary showed he could do it yesterday. NCW, my guy Sam Slade said, nah, we don't need him. Agreed. Marcus Betts said best bet is Cam Akers. That's what you're going to have to give up for McCaffrey. Plus his rookie deal is about to be up. Bills don't need a receiving back, said Dalton. C. Blanco, what's good, my guy? What's good? Said 5th and a 4th for that guy. Need a guy, a tackle guy. Singletary is fine. Ramona said against a team that doesn't stop the run very well. So she ain't buying. She's not buying the Devin Singletary thing. If you keep running Josh Allen, he ain't gonna make it. Cam Newton 2.0, said Marcus Betts. Nah, Cam couldn't process like Josh. Giants are 5-1. Barkley isn't going anywhere. Nope. I'm glad that we got that out the way. No, he's not. Definitely not going nowhere. Says Singletary hasn't had a 100-yard game this season. LOL. Marcus the Alphabets always putting a little spice on them comments. I you know what? Marcus the Alphabets. I'm gonna get to you with a topic too. I'm gonna alley-oop this topic to my guy A Rich in a second. By the way, you are watching Monday Night Madness, the Buffalo Bills edition. Right here, you will be watching Monday Night Madness later on tonight with my guy Marcus the Alphabets after Monday Night Football. But nevertheless, my guy. So Zach Moss. Can we talk about Zach Moss for a minute? Where is he?
Milk Carn. Milk Carn. APB.
Zach Moss. I'll clean up on out. Clean up on out too. Yo, what is going on? Would you say that was a bad pick now?
Oh man, it's starting to look like it, right? I mean, you know, Brandon Beane, we want to applaud all his picks, all his great picks, right? We want to applaud him if he was to hit on a Teron Johnson or Dane Jackson or Gabe Davis. Well, he had some missteps as well, trading Wyatt Teller too soon, possibly Cody Ford. And now possibly Zach Moss. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about him now. Obviously, I don't think he's a guy that you can trust, right? Devin Singletary is a free agent at the end of the season. You're going to have to address the running back position unless you feel James Cook is ready to step in a major role. Otherwise, you're going to have to address that and get him a complimentary back at the end of this season, because I don't think the trust factor is there anymore for Zach Moss. He hasn't proven. Now, he has some spurts, you know, but everybody have spurts in the league, right? You have to be consistent. And I don't think he's shown that consistency that the Buffalo Bills need to see to trust him, to put him on the field in significant moments.
Okay. Along with the fumbling issues, this, that, and the third. You're right about that. He's definitely got some issues. Hopefully he can get it together, because James Cook is smaller than Devin Singletary. LOL. Marcus, I'm telling you, add more spice. My guy got spice when it comes down to that. Cam was old before he was in the league, 5 years. Marcus said 199 pounds. LOL. So in the comment section right now, talking to you guys are out there on Twitter. You on YouTube right now. You on Facebook right now. We everywhere right now. My guy A Rich in the building with the fire starter on Monday Night Madness, Buffalo Bills edition right now. And put your comments in the comment section, or you could call me 716. Bang my line, man. Bang my line. Do I need to put the ticketer up to bang my line? 716-954-5209 is the number.
I like it.
Please bang my line, man. Bang my line. I like when y'all bang my line. Or you can also bang this line. I'm gonna give you this one. 716-481-8249. Bang that line. Bang it. All right. I like when y'all bang the line and call in, you know. Again, the who's is in the building. All right. Now, speaking of who's who on this wide receiving core right now? Because from what I saw yesterday, we have to address Lil Dirty. We got to address him. Lil Dirty. Concerning. Your thoughts. Concerned.
I'm concerned. I am concerned with Isaiah McKenzie, right? Because what us Bills fans thought, right? We thought that Isaiah McKenzie, based on what we've seen in his lesser role as a gadget player, right? he was effective. He had games where he looked explosive last year against the Patriots. Cole Beasley is no longer with the Buffalo Bills. We thought that Isaiah McKenzie was ready to step in and take that slot receiver position by its horns, but we haven't seen Isaiah McKenzie be consistently effective like we need him to be. 17 receptions, 160 yards, 3 TDs so far this season, 2 drops, a fumble in last night's game. I'm concerned with Isaiah McKenzie, and the more I get concerned with Isaiah McKenzie is the more I think about Odell Beckham Jr. Mute. Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Damn. There we go. Now, we got YouTube going crazy too. Earl, what's good? This Dwayne, he said, my fact book kept frozen, my G. What's good? Oh my God, Bills fans acting like they won a Super Bowl. Y'all beat the Chiefs in the regular season. That was their Super Bowl last night.
It wasn't. Like it really wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't.
They acted like J.A. is Jesus Christ. Hey, win a playoff game, yet win the AFC Championship game. I hope the Kansas City Chiefs see y'all in the playoffs. All jokes aside, Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes are the best quarterbacks in the league. Remind me of Joe Montana and John Elway back in the day. Buffalo outcoached Kansas City. Andy Reid became one-dimensional with his offense. Kansas City only ran the ball 13 times. My guy from EPW is in the building. He said, buy or sell, Christian McCaffrey or OBJ if you had to choose one. My guy is throwing alley-oops too. Alley-oop to you, my guy. Hey, Rich, OBJ or Christian McCaffrey?
I think this is an excellent question, right? OBJ or Christian McCaffrey, I think they both, if you take the finances out, I think they both upgrade the Buffalo Bills at some in some perspective, right? But if I had to choose, I'm going OBJ. I'm going OBJ here. Now, don't get me wrong, Christian McCaffrey, he definitely adds a dimension, especially with the amount of times Josh Allen is starting to check the ball down now, right? I believe Devin Singletary is second on the Buffalo Bills in receptions. So it is definitely an interesting dynamic Christian McCaffrey will add, but I go OBJ here.
Yeah, absolutely. More comments. Marcus Betts said Odell wants a Michael Gallup type contract. I ain't even going to speak on Michael Gallup right now. Regular season champs, ha. No answer for Juju. Allen versus Mahomes, Peyton versus Brady 2.0. Hey, Jay, how's your guppies doing? Ramona, great question of the night right there. Nah, I'm just messing, Jay. I'm gonna see you later, Jay. By the way, while you talking all this mess, I'm gonna see you later too. You and Marcus, both of y'all. You beat them last year and went on to lose to the Jaguars. Got to do it when it counts. Said Gabe Davis got him again. Yeah, Gabe Davis did get him again. Better after we take your Steelers down. Oh, okay. Shots is definitely being fired over here. We got Pittsburgh Steelers fans shooting shots, and we got Miami Dolphins fans shooting shots right here on Monday Night Madness. It's awesome. We love to see it.
Love it.
Like and share the show, by the way, man. I'm telling you, like and share. Hey, Rich.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Little Dirty concerns you. He was a little disheartening to me. Talk about Khalil Shakur, though.
He's been a pleasant surprise, right? I don't think. So here's the thing: he's been a pleasant surprise because he's a rookie, but I'm not too surprised because he's been playing. He has the swag of a veteran out there, right? He's running crisp routes. He's high pointing the ball, catching the ball on 3 defenders. He's taking advantage of his opportunity. I know he had the one drop last week, but for the most part, I like what I've been seeing from Shakir, right? Even in the special teams, he's catching the ball. He's showing that the coaching staff can trust him in key moments, and he's starting to build more trust week in and week out. He's starting to build more trust where we can put him out there on special teams. We're starting to build more trust where we could put him out there in the rotation, in the receivers rotation, and he's been making plays. So I like what I've been seeing from Khalil Shakir thus far.
Interesting enough. Tampa fans said the same thing, Jay. Oh, I hear TJ is back and the Guppies couldn't stop a runny nose. And more talk. I love it. The sports talk. Let's go. Let's talk about how this wide receiving core looks if Little Dirty can't get his act together. Because, like you mentioned earlier, they did pay him to be the number 3. Mm-hmm. So now I got an alley-oop question for you. Cole Beasley or Little Dirty?
It's Cole Beasley.
I'm glad somebody's honest.
It's Cole Beasley right now. Like I said, right now, Isaiah McKenzie has 17 receptions, 162 yards, and 3 TDs. If somebody asks me, Cole Beasley over or under on those statistics, I'm banging the over each and every time. Every time I'm banging the over. So yeah, most definitely Cole Beasley. I think he is missed. He was definitely a security blanket. He was reliable. That word right there is so underrated. He is reliable, and I don't think we have a reliable target unless you're putting Stephon Diggs in the slot. I don't think we have a reliable target at the slot position. We are building trust with Khalil Shakir. Is he reliable yet? I don't know. We'll see.
Mark is the alphabet. Let me find out that the best ability is now reliability instead of availability. Sir. All right. Let's go down this scoring summary real quick. Obviously, once again, Bills 24, Kansas City 20. It was a game of quarters. 0-0 first quarter, 10-10 second quarter, 7-7 third quarter, 7-3 fourth quarter, which was the deciding quarter. Obviously, Tyler Bass put the Bills on the board first, 39-yard field goal. Juju Smith-Schuster. Shout out to Ramon Adai, who's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I know Kansas City is happy for that. Y'all giving up Juju Smith-Schuster to those guys. You know, Juju did his thing yesterday.
Yeah, he did.
5 catches, 113 yards, and a touchdown. We will get to this defense in just a moment. But Gabe Davis, 34-yard touchdown pass from Josh Allen, made it 10-7. Hey, Rich. You know where I'm about to go with this. Because I said the score was 10-7, right? We're going through the scoring summary. Mm-hmm. Please tell me how the score ended up 10-10 at the half.
10-10 at the half. It flashbacks, right? We go up 10-7, 16 seconds. Am I right? Was it about 16 seconds? 16 seconds remaining in the half.
12.
You're feeling good. 12. Even, hey, man. Hey, still too much time, right? Still, right. Yes. still too much time. 12 seconds remaining in the half. They get another big play. The running back from Kansas City, 20-something yards. Then they ended up throwing a little touch pass for 9 yards. Then Harrison Buckner ended up kicking a 62-yard field goal. And it's frustrating, right? It's very frustrating as a Buffalo Bills fan to see it go down like that at halftime. And it's like deja vu, like here, like DMX, right? Here we go again. And it's like, okay.
Same old, just a different. Come on.
So it was definitely didn't like the results. But again, 10-10, you got to take it for a wash. 0-0 at halftime. You got to play ball second half.
Yeah, man. It actually took them 9 seconds off those 12 seconds to get in the field goal range.
Yeah,
9 seconds out of those 12 seconds. 62-yard field goal. That kind of scares me. We'll talk about some of the things later on that the Bills need to clean up, you feel like. But let's get to the second half. Obviously, Stephon Diggs starts it off with a 17-yard touchdown pass that put, 17 for 17, giving the Bills 17. All right. 17-10 was the score. And then Mecole Hardman, 3-yard touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes on that drive, 7 plays, 83 yards, took up about 4 minutes plus in the third quarter. Harrison Butler also kicked a 44-yard field goal in the fourth, so 44 for the for the fourth quarter. That was Harrison Butler's third field goal of the game. I thought it was his fourth, but his third because he missed the one. And then speaking about the one that mattered the most at the end, Dawson Knox, 14-yard touchdown pass from Josh Allen. Talk about that play a little bit.
14-yard pass, Josh Allen. That was the play before Josh Allen just made an incredible play, right? We saw it a couple of times before, but every time we see it is like, wow, a guy 6'5", 250 plus pounds is not supposed to be jumping over and hurdling over defensive backs, grown human beings, right? So the Bills have the momentum. And it was just a great individual effort from both. First, Josh Allen, right, directing the play. Second, got to shout out the offensive line for giving Josh Allen time to direct the play, to thread the needle over the safety, and then into the bucket in tight coverage. Dawson Knox with the incredible catch, incredible concentration by Dawson Knox. I know earlier in his career, we was concerned with his dropsies and the lack of concentration he had when it came to catching the football. Excellent individual play by him, holding on to the ball, staying in bounce, and completing a clutch play, man. A clutch play, incredible play by both Josh Allen, the offensive line, and Dawson Knox.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Once again, Dawson Knox coming up big, fighting adversity. We know what happened with Dawson Knox earlier, his family members earlier in the season, coming back from that. Good to see. Nevertheless, Stephon Diggs had 148 yards in this game, a touchdown. Juju Smith had 113 in the touchdown. Travis Kelce, 108 in this game, had 108. Patrick Mahomes, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. 25 for 40. Josh Allen was 27 of 40. Patrick Mahomes had 338. Josh Allen had 329 and 3 touchdowns. He was only sacked once, Josh Allen. Patrick Mahomes was sacked 3 times in this game. And speaking of sacks, I would be amiss not to mention the defense in this game. The reason why you pay 2-time Super Bowl champion Von Miller.
Yes, sir.
For this reason right here.
Yes.
Speak about the defense, Rich. Talk about the defense, how you felt about the defense.
I felt the defense played a pretty good game, right? I do believe now Kelce's Kelce, right? I know a lot of people would say you want to play better on Kelce, but Kelce, in my opinion, him and Mark Andrews is 1A, 1B in terms of top tight ends in the league, right? So I can't be mad at Kelce for getting his. You definitely want to tighten things up on Juju. Definitely want to clean that up a little bit. You want to be able to tackle. You want to be able to bring your the ball carrier to the ground once he make that catch. The yards after the catch was a little concerning, but that's something that you can clean up, right? In terms of when the weeks progress, you can clean stuff like that up. So overall, I think the defense played a good game. When you hold the Kansas City, if you ask anybody, would you take your defense holding the Kansas City Chiefs to 20 points? I believe all 31 teams would take that, right? And now we're talking about the defensive line, what we invested in Daquan Jones and Tim Settle and the progression of Ed Oliver and bringing Von Miller in. They've been fantastic against the run all season long, and it continued yesterday, holding the Kansas City Chiefs to 68 yards rushing. And Von Miller, tremendous once again, 2 sacks, 9 pressures overall, a pressure in the biggest time, right? When Patrick Mahomes threw the interception, he threw the interception because he was hurried because of Von Miller's pressure. So that's exactly why you bring in a guy of Von Miller's stature to make game-changing plays like that, and he delivered last night's ball game.
Absolutely. Now, for those who I got to put this disclaimer out. For those who were against Von Miller, said that he was washed up, that he wasn't going to do nothing, he had no impact, he had no impact for the Bills team. I just want you to hear these 2 numbers. 6 games, 6 sacks.
6 sacks.
Already. So If you don't think Von Miller is an impact player, again, you're gonna see just how impactful he can be. Because I tell you what, he got to Patrick Mahomes, and on that last play, he spun from two offensive linemen to get to Patrick Mahomes to hurry that pass that got picked off by Tyron Johnson. That sealed the game. Looks very similar to what I seen Cincinnati do to Kansas City in the AFC Championship game. If we ain't remember,
right?
They had really good pass rushing up front. Sam Hubbard and those guys, very good pass rushers. Got to Patrick Mahomes and got the turnover. So, hey, Rich,
yeah,
your X factors on defense so far are ...
X factors on defense yesterday's game or for the season?
For the season so far.
For the season so far, two X factors. Well, one is Matt Milano. Matt Milano has been playing at an all pro level, man. He's been playing at an all pro level. He's been flashing each and every game. He's been showing up violently. Now, of course, do linebackers have some responsibility in covering and containing the tight end? Yes, but I'm not going to hold too much weight and too much on Milano's plate for that. I think overall he's having a stellar season. He made incredible individual plays in yesterday's game, right? Where if he didn't make the tackle, that play could have went a long way. So Matt Milano is definitely one player that is playing, I think, the best ball of his career and one of those X factors for the Buffalo Bills defense. And the next guy I'm gonna go with is Gregory Rousseau. Now, I don't think Gregory Rousseau has been spectacular the last couple of weeks, but definitely to start the season, I believe he has about 4 sacks or 4.5 sacks. He had a batted ball yesterday. I believe part of the reason why our run defense is the way is as good as it is because of Gregory Rousseau, right? Being able to contain that edge and being able to clog up different lanes. So I think Gregory Rousseau and especially having Von Miller, right? Von Miller's infectious. And I think what he's brought to the table rubbed off on a number of guys: Matt Milano, Gregory Rousseau, the secondary, right? And I just think Gregory Rousseau is one of those guys that's benefiting from the presence of Von Miller. So he's definitely another X factor. So Gregory Rousseau, Matt Milano, 2 X factors on defense for the Bills.
Man, oh man, I totally agree with the infectious part for sure. I agree that he makes everyone better around him. But man, I can't believe you.
Who am missing?
Man, I'm disappointed. You know what? I throw you the alley-oop, and this time you did it. You did a LeBron James. I don't want to dunk in the dunk contest with that one, man. You missed.
I missed it. I missed it. Let me
just on one. Nah, I'm just messing with you.
Let me
we ain't gonna talk about Milano's playing buddy that's on that linebacking board. You don't want to give 49.
Yeah, he's been playing good. Great ball this season.
Absolutely. Definitely. Him and Poyer. I think him and Poyer definitely played phenomenal ball so far, even though Poyer was injured one of those games. Hey, Nandi, what's good? Yes, Poyer definitely for sure. C. Blanco in the building. Yes, Nandi in the building. Yep.
Question for you. Because I had another name I wanted to throw out there, but I was a little hesitant, so I went with Gregory Rousseau. Let me throw a name out there for you. I want to get your thoughts. Damar Hamlin.
You know what? Damar Hamlin has actually been playing pretty well in the role, right? In Micah Hyde's role.
Not spectacular, but I don't think he's playing bad.
Right, not spectacular, but the fact that Micah Hyde, see, that's tough. You can't make up for what Micah Hyde does. To me, Micah Hyde was the quarterback of the secondary for me, personally. And when you lose that, I mean, you better have somebody in the wings that can give you at least 60 to 70% of that. And I think DeMar Hamlin has done that. I think he gets a passing grade so far. You know what I mean? Jaquan Johnson, those guys. I think they've done a really good job. But if you want to mention one person on that secondary, you got to mention your first round pick. Kaiir Elam has played quite well.
Yeah.
Actually. Besides the Juju thing yesterday, we saw Juju, but I don't think he was checking. I don't think he was covering Juju a lot in that game. I think that was more Dane Jackson, who had Juju yesterday, who was kind of getting cooked a little bit. I mean, the one catch and score, I was kind of annoyed. Like tackle,
tackle.
You know what I mean? But Kaiir has definitely stepped up in less than a year, and definitely laid his name down. So I'm not upset. I'm not upset at the secondary that has had Christian Benford in the lineup.
Yeah,
a multitude of times as well. I mean, they have done pretty well. Now, speaking of secondary, sir.
Yes, sir.
A certain guy was in a red practice shirt this past week.
Yes, sir.
Throwing some monkey wrenches in the coop.
Good things coming.
You know what I mean?
Good things coming.
Good things coming. My question to you is, when would you play him, and how sparingly would you play him?
Oh man, Trey White, he practiced this past week. The Buffalo Bills have a bye week, so that's an extra week, right? An extra week to rest that knee or test that knee and build trust in the knee that you can make cuts or whatever you have to do. I would, if he's ready, I would play him in Buffalo Sunday night, October 30th.
What?
Against the Green Bay Packers.
What?
Yes, 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, I would definitely, if he's ready. I think that is the perfect time. You have a bye week. You have a bye week this week, right? So you're not playing this week. That gives you an extra week to rest that knee, practice with the team, build some confidence in that knee. If you're ready, next week, next Sunday night in Buffalo, that's my opinion. In Buffalo, that's the perfect time to bring back a Tre'Davious White primetime football. I wouldn't start him. I'll have him play a rotational role, probably have him play 20 snaps or so his first game, but definitely primetime football against the Green Bay Packers at home.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, A-Rich. Really?
Yeah.
Really?
It'll be almost a year. It'll be about 11 months since he got hurt. He got hurt 11/25/2021. Come back 10/30. I think that's long enough.
This is why this is my guy right here. This is why this is my guy right here. This is my guy because as much as I throw him the alley-oop, he also leaves room for sports talk.
Okay.
In which, man, listen.
You wouldn't play it? You wouldn't play him?
Usually, right about now, I would go get the Price is Right fail horn. Sir, what in the world? What? Why would you? No. Why? No, absolutely not. I totally, I get it. We want Trey White back, right? We want Trey White back. And it sounds good for him to play my team, obviously, on Sunday night. Obviously, it would sound real good, to have him back in the fold. But you don't need him for them. The Packers passing attack is god-awful. Why would you waste and expend him on that week when you can wait 2 weeks later and have him come back against Minnesota, the game you want to go to, sir, the game I might see you at real soon, sir.
Yes, sir.
When you got Justin Jefferson on the horn, make him, listen.
I like that.
You want a rotational PT? You wanted to go against Romeo. You want him to go against Romeo? I don't
Mhm.
care about him going against Romeo, man. I want to see him. I want to see him when he comes back. I want to see him at 100%, if 95%, and I want to see him and Justin Jefferson get at it. I want to see the matchup. Want to know why? Because to me, that's a bigger story to me. Him coming back, first test, let's put it on the line. Mr. Giddy is coming. Mr. Giddy is coming. Buffalo. I want to see it.
Now, if I'm a prize fighter, right, and I'm coming out of retirement, but I'm a prize fighter. Everybody know me as that guy before I went into retirement, but I've been in retirement for 3 years, right? I come out of retirement. I'm not going to face the heavyweight champion of the world right away. I gotta warm up to it. So yes, I want to face Dobbs. I don't want to come off my injury facing Justin Jeff. That's the last thing I want to do coming off an ACL injury. I want to face Romeo Dobbs first. Give me the confidence. Let me build my shit up first. Before I go against a guy like Justin Jefferson. I don't want to come off an injury and face a guy of that magnitude so early. So that's why I disagree with you there, my brother, even though I like the assessment.
Man, listen, I've been warmed up, man. I had a whole year to warm up. Listen, I ain't playing against it. The Jets are actually pretty good now.
Man. Yeah.
They're pretty good now.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to warm him up, I mean, I wait till, play the Jets. Warm him up against
over there.
Yeah.
That's some dudes over there, yeah. I like
warm him up against the Jets, I guess, But I want the heavyweight champ, man. If we're calling Justin Jefferson the champ, I want the champ. I want the champ. The champ is here, man. I mean, it just would be a good battle.
It would be.
I guess it would be Rocky versus Drago.
Yeah, it would be.
Come on, man. You get that battle in week 1 for Trey White. That would be a whole lot of fun. But nevertheless, I'm glad that he's, getting back in the fold, things of that nature. Yep. You got him coming back in the fold. Week 10, week 8, week 9. I'm okay. I'm okay with any of it, to be honest with you.
Yeah. That's a fact.
But I want to save him sparingly. And speaking of sparingly, there's something else we need to talk about too, sparingly. Okay. I want to talk about the fact that since we are talking about this secondary, Micah Hyde.
Yes, sir.
Now, we talked earlier about media jumping on certain stuff and boom, 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 putting out boom, boom, boom. Right? Well, 23 and 23. My question to you, and this is an alley-oop question. If the Buffalo Bills are the number 1 seed, do you see Micah Hyde back for the playoffs?
No, I don't. I don't. I just think that when you have a injury to your neck, that could be career changing. And I think even though it's a big game and the magnitude is there, I just think because of the type of injury it is, I don't think that the Bills nor Micah Hyde would risk coming back in January. I think I don't think we see Micah Hyde till training camp next season.
Okay. Well, I mean,
yeah. I like it though. I like where he's going.
You know where I'm going with this.
I like how he's stirring it. I like it, man.
Let me tell you why I got to stir this, because and the thing is, a lot of people jumped on it when he said 23 and 23. Well, the playoffs is in 2023, first and foremost. I feel like if the Buffalo Bills wanted to be super direct and say he's not playing for the whole season, he just don't play for the whole season, you would just hear that. The rest of the entire season, you would hear. Well, we heard rest of the regular season. I haven't heard anything about the entire season. I mean, 23 and 20. It's so open-ended. When I talk to other people, I'm like, you got to watch the verbiage. So to me, I felt like if I'm Micah Hyde and this is my opportunity, Super Bowl opportunity, I get it, my neck, but my neck, my back, the Kaya song, all that good stuff. But nevertheless, if I got an opportunity to come back, which I haven't made a decision yet whether I'm having neck surgery or not. I mean, have you heard that? 'Cause
I gotta look at it again. I haven't heard it. I'll look again. I'll look
Right.
again.
So we haven't heard anything about that. And I'm wondering, is there a reason for not hearing that? Because I mean, he got a second opinion on it already. And I'm just like, okay, well, what was the second opinion? Maybe that second opinion was no. maybe it was just, rehab for a little bit. Now, what happens if he is ready? Are you okay with Micah Hyde?
I mean, of course, if he's ready, then you got to play Micah Hyde. You got to play the All Pro. It's hard to replace an All Pro. It doesn't matter how decent the replacement is playing, right? So if Micah Hyde is ready, then you would definitely if he get cleared, you definitely have to play him. Definitely.
Okay. Speaking of other All Pros, Jordan Poyer, obviously. Talk about Jordan Poyer, man. He took an Uber. To Kansas City.
That's some stuff. Took an Uber to Kansas City because you're not clear to get on a plane, but you're clear to play in a combative sport, which I think is amazing, right? But Jordan Poyer is a warrior for the Bills. I don't think he flashed at any moment yesterday in particular, but him being there, him being that voice in the backfield is something that's definitely needed for the Buffalo Bills. And I'm glad that he was able to play. A little strange. I hope he gets better. This bye week couldn't have come at a better time for the Buffalo Bills. A lot of guys are banged up. We have a chance to get a lot of guys healthy and ready to roll for the stretch half. But Poyer taking the Uber, it was definitely that was the first time I've seen something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely. Secondary has been pretty good. Like the defensive depth that the Buffalo Bills have, 41, 42, 43, 44. When you get into those numbers, 53-man roster, the depth is there. It's a lot of depth. With that being said, man, we getting close. We getting closer to the end. I do got a couple more questions, some alley-oop questions for you. Number one, what do the Bills need to work on and clean up as the season?
So, one thing that bothered me yesterday was you're having success running the football and you wanted to get too cute. I don't know who's at fault for the fumble, McKenzie or Josh Allen. I'm just going to pin it on McKenzie just because. But you're driving, you're having success, and you're getting down in the red zone and we're fumbling the ball, or we're not taking advantage of opportunities. We have to close these drives out. We have to take advantage of all opportunities. So what happened yesterday, it can't happen going forward. We have to be able to execute. McKenzie can't have that fumble. Josh Allen can't have that fumble in the red zone, right? We talked about Pittsburgh Steelers game a couple of weeks ago. They had a muff punt. They started in plus territory. They end up punting the ball, right? That can't happen. Quentin Morris got the ball on the goal line. And he ended up fumbling the ball. That can't happen. Josh Allen, we driving the ball. Levi Wallace interception. That can't happen. We cannot beat ourselves. Stop beating yourselves. That's number one, right? Execute and finish drives. That's number two, right? Short yardage situations. We was good yesterday. We was good. I like the quarterback sneak. You run Gabriel Davis in motion. You push Josh Allen behind you. Gabriel Davis behind Josh Allen. You get that extra push. I like that. We have to continue to be better in short yardage situations. So short yardage situations is definitely another one. And last but not least, penalties. We had a lot of penalties. We was real grabby, real handsy. I'm not sure if it was our fault or if the refs was calling a little bit too much calls that was a little suspect. I don't know how you missed the tripping call. How you missed that tripping, I don't know. It was right in front of you. It was right in front of you. That's beyond me. But nevertheless, the Buffalo Bills also have to clean up some penalties. So those are a couple of things the Buffalo Bills do have to clean up going forward.
All right, like the assessment, definitely Just what I was looking for. Answers, perfect answers. Definitely spoke about the Bills giving up too many points. And we've done it in multiple games where they've left points in idle. Don't like it. They should be spanking these teams. Make a statement, spank them by 50 if need be. Don't give up. Just because 38-3, it should have been 55-3.
Yes, facts.
You know what I mean? Even the Rams game, Tennessee game, just for a few. I mean, they should have been worse. Those games could have been worse.
Worse. Sure. It should have been.
Baltimore was a battle out game. That definitely was a grinded out game, but the Bills won that one as well. Good thing to see the Bills be able to win these close games because they were 0-8 before these last two games. So far, we're 0-8, including the Miami Dolphins game, which I know everybody wishes they could have back.
Of course.
With that being said, my last question, my last alley-oop of the night before we get on the radio. By the way, shout out to Waffle, Waffle Power 96.5 for allowing me the space here to do a phenomenal show, Monday Night Madness, with my guy A. Rich in the building, cooking it up. Shout out to the Challenger News as well. Shout out to the Apollo Media Center, Public Access TV, Channel 1302. We will be on set Wednesday for Everything Buffalo show on Wednesday. Man, look, hey, Rich, I might have to throw you the invite if you ain't doing no shows Wednesday evening. Throw you the invite to get on the TV joint. Let's talk Everything Buffalo again, on Wednesday. So that'd be dope. And then obviously you got the Alphabets football show coming up Fridays at 10 p.m. Marcus the Alphabets, my guy who's spicy with the comments. You gotta love it. With Ramona Die Hard Die in the building. They cooking up Friday nights as well. Saturdays we have M&T live at the Apollo TV show, which is on Saturdays, 1 p.m. Go check it out. Go get the Apollo Media Center app right now because that show comes on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the rerun comes on Saturday, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. On Saturday mornings before we cook up the next show. So with that being said, do you consider the Bills and the Chiefs an actual rivalry?
Yes. I consider the Bills and the Chiefs an actual rivalry. I do. Reason being is I think rivalries, right? I think we have to understand what the definition of a rivalry is. A rivalry, in my opinion, because I think people have different opinions on what a rivalry is. In my opinion, a rivalry is when you have two teams, preferably good teams, that face each other. That is not only good teams, but contending teams, and beating each other year in and year out. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily one-sided. A rivalry can't be a rivalry if one team beats a team 10, 12 games in a row, right? That's not a rivalry. That's domination, right? But I think the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs, you see the Buffalo Bills, they'll win a regular season game. Then the Chiefs will win in the playoffs, or the Chiefs will win in the regular season game. I think those teams and the coaches, the history behind the coaches, and now you have the quarterbacks. I think they have the pedigree and the makings of a rivalry, and not only any rivalry, the best rivalry in the NFL going today.
So, interesting enough, I asked that question because I heard some things, and I'm going to address it later on Monday Night Madness show. But this ain't the first time the Bills and the Chiefs been a rivalry. There was a rivalry between the Bills and the Chiefs in 2008, 9, and 10, where the Bills was spanking the boots off of, the Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs won one game out of the four in those couple years. And then now we're seeing it again, where the Chiefs, this is a different time, different era. The media is high, real hype is higher than what it used to be back 10, 12 years ago. And you're seeing it again with Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen, two of the best quarterbacks in the league, two of the best teams in the league going at it, sparring back and forth. Now the Kansas City Chiefs has hit him with the deuce on 2 occasions in the playoffs and in a regular season game. Buffalo has won 2 regular season games. My question to you, Rich, though, is because I just noticed what you said. You said that's domination. If the Chiefs would have won yesterday, would you still be saying this is a rivalry?
Yeah. The Chiefs got the Bills got one. The Bills got one last year. I do think the Bills, being biased about it, but with this one, I do think the Buffalo Bills definitely outplayed the Kansas City Chiefs in the divisional playoff game, even though we lost, right? So even if we'd have lost yesterday's game, I would still consider the Chiefs and Bills a rivalry. Yes. I just think you got to look at the dynamics, right? You have Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. That's Jordan Bird. That's Brady Manning. Then you have the coaches and Sean McDermott and Andy Reid. Andy Reid's the mentor. Sean McDermott's the mentee. You have the trade. The Buffalo Bills traded back with the Kansas City Chiefs so the Kansas City Chiefs can get Patrick Mahomes, and then the Bills ultimately getting Josh Allen. It's just so much storylines to go along with the makings of this rivalry. So yes, the Kansas City Chiefs Buffalo Bills is definitely a rivalry.
Well, you shouldn't have never brung that up, because now I got one more alley-oop question for you before we go.
Of course, man. Of course.
Would you have took Patrick Mahomes?
You know what? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. I think timing is everything, and I think where you go and who has you at during that time matters. I'm not sure now. People may disagree, but I'm not sure if Patrick Mahomes would be Patrick Mahomes if he would have went to Buffalo at that time. Probably he would have. Who knows? But I'm actually satisfied with how everything turned out, and no, I wouldn't draft Patrick Mahomes.
All right. Okay.
Did we really know Patrick Mahomes was going to be that guy? We're talking about a guy that's come from Texas Tech, Big 12 quarterbacks throw for 10,000 yards in college football every year. So it's just it's really hard for me to say that I would have drafted.
Well, did you know Josh Allen was going to be that guy though?
Nah, you didn't.
Wyoming
definitely did not. Definitely did.
Well, all right. Definitely. I mean,
I like it.
Touche, that answer was definitely built in Buffalo.
Yeah,
definitely built in Buffalo right there. Got you.
I like it.
Got you. Definitely. Listen, y'all, it's been a whole lot of fun. I'm actually going to throw it out there. I am going to throw out the invite Wednesday night, 6 o'clock, Everything Buffalo show. I plan on having my guy A. Rich in the building too, man, right here on channel 1302 Public Access Television TV. I plan on having him up here. We're going to talk everything Buffalo. A. Rich. Now, I know you know Buffalo more than a lot of folks. We're going to talk Bills, Sabres, UB.
I like it.
We can talk. We're gonna talk all of those joints. We're gonna talk all 3 of them, and we're gonna have a special guest come in the building. I'm not telling y'all who the special guest is. Y'all just gonna have to wait till Wednesday and see. I will tell you that the person is phenomenal, though, doing a lot of positive things. So get ready for that. It's gonna be a whole atmosphere, man. If you haven't seen it yet, I created it last week. Nice little ensemble.
Okay.
Yes, sir. The conversational piece. You can get your little bottle on if you want. It's a little different. We're gonna have fun. It's a little different atmosphere for that one. But nevertheless, this has been Monday Night Madness, man. It's been Monday Night Madness with my guy A. Rich, built in Buffalo. A. Rich, Tell them where to find you. Tell them about the shows, all that good sports journalism that you got going on, player.
Yo, first of all, I have to apologize. I have to apologize to Dre, and I have to apologize to everybody in the comments. Me and Dre should be doing way more work together than we actually do. And I'm going to take responsibility for that's not getting done, but it's going to get done from now and in the future, man, because I think the way we mesh, the way we gel, my brother, man, we need to definitely do more work together. So I'm going to put you on the spot on air and let you know we definitely going to do more work on your stuff, on my stuff, and definitely get this bond and this chemistry stronger and tighter.
Definitely, let's do it, man.
Definitely, man. I appreciate you for having me on today. Built in Buffalo. You can catch my show on Built in Buffalo, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Billsology every Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Built in Buffalo is a brand. We have shows every day, kind of like what Dre have going on here right now. Dre, what you're doing right now is a beautiful thing, man. I'm a big fan. Keep doing your thing, brother. Keep doing your thing, man, because we need more like you. We need more.
It's
like
a we thing. It's a we thing, man. It's a we thing. I can't listen. Man. It's a whole lot of fun, man, but it's a whole lot more fun when you got everybody together on one accord, doing what we love, man, and that's talking sports. It's a phenomenal thing. And yes, we do. Straight up, really, for the culture and for positivity, straight up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So once again, you can catch me Saturday nights, every Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern time if you want to catch me. Dre, man, I appreciate you for having me on. And Wednesday, all Buffalo talk, man. I'm with it, man. I'm with it. I'm excited, and I'll be there, and I'll definitely see you Wednesday and many more days to come.
Thank you. I cannot fathom. If y'all didn't just watch this show, y'all missed a damn great one. Mm-hmm. You missed a damn good one. Mm-hmm. With that being said, see you at 10 o'clock, 96.5 Wuffo Sports Report. And at 11:30, I think when this game is over, I don't know. The Broncos actually scored a field. Oh my God. Yeah.
They scored? They scored today?
Right. They another field goal. Listen. Hey, Rich, man, we definitely got to chop it up on some sports stuff, too. We got to talk about some of these other teams soon, too, man. Definitely. For real. The Denver Broncos up 3-0 right now on Monday Night Football. Monday Night Madness, y'all know what it is.